With the Steam summer sale currently on, I feel it is time that I did a video guide about what I do in the Steam sales and how to get the best bargains. Firstly, with Steam sales, every day you should do your discovery queue when possible. This is beneficial as once you have completed the discovery queue, you can be given goodies such as stickers and trading cards. The trading cards that are created for the sale are given out if you purchase so much on the store and are around for a limited time. If you complete a set, you will get 100 XP per time, so it is handy for leveling up your account. However, even if you don't get enough cards, you can always trade, sell or scrap cards for gems. I will also add that if there are game events on, such as a quiz or a clicker game, it is wise to take part in them, as it will often give you cards or even a badge for your profile. Also, the trading cards you get from normal games, I would complete any full sets at this time too, as you get cards for the sale event for doing so. Now that I have discussed what to do with regards to events held on the sale, I will show you the 5 rules of purchasing items in the Steam sales in my eyes. Granted, these are applicable to purchasing anything else, especially luxury and expensive items in the real world. Rule number 1. Only purchase what you will actually play on and make a list of what you want. This rule seems like a really simple rule to buy only what you play, since intentionally buying games for the hell of it is stupid and wasteful. However, the premise of people buying games for the hell of it isn't as uncommon practice as you may think. This is because 37% of games in Steam accounts haven't been played on. Granted, I imagine that a number of these are in bundles, but in some cases it isn't. What I do is I have a list of anything I'm after at any given time, and then I buy what I want. Rule number 2. Check the prices of the games and check the bundles on offer on each product. If you find a game that you're after is on sale, your first thought might be, I would like this game, and then you click the first one you see as a reaction of you seeing something you want, and then you get it. Actually, before you buy anything, if you look around, on many instances it is actually cheaper to get them in a bundle with other games. Sometimes you can even get the game with a season pass in some instances. Take Lego Batman 3 is a perfect example of this. At the time of this video, you can get all 3 Lego Batman games for only £2.99 or £1 each rounded up. However, you can get Lego Batman 3 alone for £4.99. As a result of this, you are getting paid £2 for taking the trilogy over the single version of the game. But let's say you want the season pass. You can get it in the dedicated bundle for £4.49. Alternatively, you can buy the trilogy and Lego Batman 3 season pass for £5.18. If you wanted any of the other games in the bundle, then buying the trilogy and Lego Batman 3 season pass will save you money. Rule number 3. Don't fall for advertisements. Just like the last rule, checking prices is essential, purely because advertisements are plastered everywhere on the Steam store front page. More often than not, they'll provide you with a mixed selection of games on offer, complete with a so much percentage off to try and entice you to purchase a product. If you see something you like, firstly check on a price comparison site, such as steamdb.info. That will show you the best price for a given product, as some games are cheaper at other times of the year. Sometimes games can be slowly coming down in price, so it is wise to wait it out for the games to be cheaper. Rule number 4. Check reviews and what others are doing. It seems like a wise idea to see what others are buying and or playing on, whether it comes from your Steam friends list or even Steam curators. Check reviews from anyone and everyone you can. See what others are doing, even ask them what their opinions on things are. This may seem like a silly idea, however you can find a niche indie game that you've never seen or heard of. Sometimes buying games that are indie and or obscure is a good thing, namely because they can turn out to be the best game you have played on in a good while. Also, don't limit yourself to looking at items that have a positive review status. I say this as there are plenty of products that have mixed reviews. However, every product will have its pros and cons of its own. Even genuine reviews don't define the quality of a product. At times, a game is played with technical problems. It could have obtained bad reviews if if it's had a poor release. Perhaps people are irritated about something related to the product. Sometimes grievances can have nothing to do with the product itself, whilst basing your opinion of the product on the top reviews provides a good general idea of what to expect. However, reviews aren't always 100% accurate, so don't dismiss anything for having mixed opinions, and always check it yourself. Rule number 5, buy sooner rather than later if you know what you're after. Whilst it may seem contradictory to all the advice I have given, however, because if you buy your products sooner rather than later, after you've looked at them of course. I say this as this is beneficial to do this for many reasons. Fundamentally, the main reason of doing this is just in case a product isn't any good or is unsuitable, so you can get a refund. In order to get a refund, there are some criteria in which you have to fulfill. Firstly, you have to have spent less than 2 hours using a product. Secondly, you also have to have it refunded under the warranty period of 2 weeks of purchase. Now you know what my rules are in the Steam sales. Let me know in the comments any bargains you have had and any hints you may have for others.